Hey, wasn't even sure if I was live or not. Sheldon, I am leaving Galveston, Texas, heading on to another part. I'm done with the work I'm doing over here, so I thought I'll do another Facebook Live. The topic I was thinking of today was really how to get new clients no matter where you are in the world. I know we've got a lot of global members, so it means a lot to be able to identify with the group. So let's talk about how the plan would be, if you will. Some people call it a sales funnel, meaning you pour from a funnel with a big end on top, and then it works its way onto the bottom where it's really tiny, delivering whatever that liquid is to you, or if it's grain, whatever. You know the idea. So here's the thought. Here's the way I go about this. I've mentioned a few times before about going into an organization that already has a group of clients, a group of people, a contact list, if you will, and using their list as a professional. So when you get into that office, the best thing I would do, and the office should be the executive director or the person responsible for training for an organization. And now what organization? So let's take a step back. Every professional out there, and this is global, they have certain criteria that they need to keep in order to be the professionals that they are. If they deal with an organization that is a accrediting body. So I would get my trainings accredited through that accrediting body. For instance, wastewater and water operators, they have to be trained. Doctors, they have to be trained with continuing education unit. Nursing, they must be trained with continual education units. Some manufacturings for operating specific equipment, electricians, a lot of tradespeople need to be trained with continuing education units. So that is a driver. Those units mean that they now can practice whatever they're doing as a professional, if it's a professional craftsman or professional in services, for a little bit longer, whatever the time period is, a year, 2 years, whatever. They may even have annual training criteria. So if there's a group out there that caters to these people, they're probably always looking for training. Sometimes they have their own training institute, sometimes they don't. That's okay. You could offer some free training for them. And the caveat is that you could get CEUs, so that gets your foot in the door. So now that you're in the door, you could talk to their members, and you're going to present a bang-up training. If you're part of the membership, our mastermind group, I've got PowerPoints that I've put together and then I use up there. So go ahead, use my PowerPoints. I put it in PowerPoint format, so you could change up, put your logo in, put your words in, put prepared by if you want. That's okay. That's part of the membership group. I'm okay with that. So what you can do at that point then is you'll have people to talk to. The driver for them is they'll get their CEUs that way as well, so you could provide that service. So that's one way of doing it. The other way of doing it to get some more clients, no matter where you are, is you could still work off of a list from a manufacturing association, a construction association, those people that really think about, I need to make sure my people are safe, because it's going to cost me money, it's going to cost me time, it's going to cost me effort if I don't. Those are the people to spend your time with. So when I go and I see them, even in a meeting, a networking meeting, shake their hand, say, I'm Sheldon, my company is OSHA Compliance Help, and with my company I could offer you a free review of your written programs for OSHA, because that's regulatory for us in the U.S., whatever regulatory body you have there. So you could go through and look at their written programs, look at their safety plans, and do that for free. While you're there, you may see something that comes up that says you guys also need an audit. That's a service I could do. So let me do an audit for you, and I'll send you a quote to see what that price will be to do an audit. So then you can make a client that way. So the free observation of their written programs or their OSHA record keeping, if you're in the U.S., could be the way in. If you're outside the U.S., if there's a regulatory body, then that's the training that you want to, or excuse me, that's the written program that you want to review, so that you can at least get your foot in the door. While you're watching, see, they may be just minimum or it may be major, and you could do online or at-site coaching for that. If you're coaching them, that means you care, and therefore when you submit your proposal, it'll be a better chance of you getting that lead again. So that's another way of doing it. So first is finding that driver. CEUs are a great driver, meaning people have to get them. You submit your training for CEU approval. So now you have something to say, I'll do the training for you, and you'll get CEU approvals. Another way is getting in with the written programs, some sort of regulatory compliance if they haven't, and then you're going to just talk to them, go over their program, give constructive criticism, as well as you're getting a chance to talk one-on-one with the decision makers. So now you could be real professional and get your foot in the door with other services. You could see, here's the written program I just provided for you. I reviewed it. However, you're short here. This is what it's going to cost. I'll send you a proposal. This is what it's going to cost to get you to the client, to get the client to the upgraded version where they are now compliant with whatever the regulatory agency is. So that's another way. Or you could say, hey, I notice this is wonderful, but you guys need some training. Or if you need some training, I also provide the training, and it's proximity. The closer you can get to the decision makers, the easier it is for them to make those decisions to get you hired on. So those are two ways of doing it. Another way that I have used before in the past is, first you're looking for someone who knows the true cost of an accident, meaning it's not just what the workers' comp paying, it is my workers. I feel very, very good about how I treat my workers. So if you could find an organization through friends, through families, through networking on TV, any of those type of organizations that says and stands behind those claims, those are people to talk to because they know the values of safety. And just go in, offer a free service. Training is always a good free service. Documents review is always a good free service. And another good free service is just a consultation. Just, hey, let me walk through. This won't be a formal written report. However, through my expertise, I could do on-site coaching. If you need a formal report, then there is a fee for that, and you just give them the fee. So that works for any nation, especially if you're in a regulatory body that really has a good, strong regulatory side, and you become that compliance assistant. So hopefully that helped you out. If you are a Mastermind member, you've got PowerPoints in our group. You've got our proposal examples in the group. You also have a few of my written programs that I've written throughout the year, so you could use those. And just, it's in Word document, so you just change the words for your company as opposed to my company, put the client's name. So those templates are all there for you so that you could get this service and not reinvent the wheel. You could get it really quick. So for you that aren't the Mastermind members, just go to mastermind.safetyconsultant.xyz and you can see how you could join through there. So have a wonderful day. Gonna get helping. We're at an RV park, so I've got to get my RV set up and head out to our next location. I just love training with the family and teaching and seeing clients with the family so we could all go out together. And that's what life is about, right? All right, talk to you guys later.